So, before I start the reading, I want to go in with the angels and ancestors as well. Just to see what kind of advice they will also have. Okay, spring, see your seeds grow. I think that's to do with money, and I think it's related to the Ace of Pentacles, right? Then I've got Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. I'm actually going to put them next to the ones I think it's for, right? So, embrace the energy of peace. I feel like that's going to go with the sun. You've got the sun here, right? Then I've got Lord, take charge with authority. Right, take charge. I think that's going to be the the King of Wands. We've got the King of Wands. Right, Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. I think that's also to do with the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like it's to do with the other card that I decided not to. You know, was it the Seven of Pentacles or something like that in reverse or whatever it was. The one where he's trying to work on building his money, but it's not really going anywhere. Oh, actually, you know what? The spring one, I'm going to put it with the Six of Pentacles. And I'll tell you why, actually. I think I'm going to do, how many? 4, 8, 12. I'm going to put out 12 of these. And I'm going to do one for each. Okay, so, Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. I think that's going to be the 5 of wands. Right. Okay. Okay. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. That's going to be with the Devil. High Priestess, intend and create. I think that's going to be with the Hangman in reverse. Right. The Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. I think that's going to go with the Hermit. Right. Anything else for me? Anything else? Okay. Okay. And what is this? Oh, we've got 4. Oracle, wait for important information. That's going to go with the Fool in reverse. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Where do you want to go? I'm not sure. Seer, see beyond the current situation. Oh, actually, no. Wait. Shapeshifter is going to go with the 2 of Wands in reverse, right? We've had that a lot, the 2 of Wands in reverse. You know, really regretting certain things, right? Certain moves. We're going to get there. Right, so, see beyond the current situation. Ooh. And then I've got Sage, be devoted and committed. I'm going to put that with this, right? The Lovers one. I'm not saying for you to go for it. And I can't tell you what to do. But drop the shield, baby. Right. Anyway, see it. See beyond the current situation. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the 5 of Wands. I'm going to put the see beyond the current situation there with the 5 of Wands. Then, stay rooted and grounded. I'm going to put that with the 7 of Wands in reverse. And that leaves me with one more card. The 3 of Swords, please. 3 of Swords, please, Spirit, Holy Spirit. 3 of Swords, please. Thank you. What do you want to tell me? Too many. I'm not going to take it because loads of cards came out. Okay, let's put you back. Fine, I have just one card, please. One card, please. One card, please. Thank you. Bye. What are you? Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Right, so that's going to be 3 of Swords in reverse. Now, let's get into it. One's at the bottom. Ooh. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. If you've got goals, stay attuned to those goals, right? And even I myself can take that advice because my goals is for me to be a psychotherapist and for me to be able to do my work in a timely manner without relying on performance anxiety to get me through these moments. I want to be able to do things more smoothly, so I'm going to also take note of that. I've got my plans. I've already set the plans out. Now I just need to make it happen, and I feel like you can also do the same. Right, so let's get into it. Got the Hermit and then the Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So if you're spending a lot of time in here, right, you might as well make the most of it. So instead of, it's not wrong to be in this because of your childhood, right? Yeah, but even though you're in this state where, you know, you're mourning a loss, it could even be because of this. I think these two can be connected, right? The 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups spilled. Maybe it's more than one person that has hurt you, right? Fair play. But while you're in this mental energy, maybe you can do some sort of deep relaxation techniques, and whatever intuitive messages come your way, maybe you can apply it to your day-to-day life without any stress, without any pressure, just to take the edge off and to help you ease out of the 10 of Swords. I should have kept those 2 cards out, actually. Let me pull them back out again because I shouldn't have put them back. They were there for a reason. Where art thou? So it was this one, right? And what else was it? It was that oh, okay. The Death card wants to come out for sure. It was, we had Oh, it was the 8 of Swords, not the 7. It was the 8 of Swords, right? And that was it. Yeah. It was, that was it, that was it, that was it, that was it, that was it. Right. But I don't think they were together, were they? They weren't together. Right, I'm gonna put it to the side because I can't remember the second card from it. Too much has happened since then. Right. But the Death card did want to come out. It flew out. So, where was I going? That's what I was saying. Yeah, so basically, when you are listening to your intuition while you're going through the end of this cycle, because I remember it now. It was the Page of Swords in reverse, right? Because it feels like it's a never-ending cycle. You're not moving through this cycle. It's going round and around and around. This was it. Oh, yeah, not Page. It was the Knight. Knight of Swords, right? So that's what it was. I remember now. So yeah, you're feeling stuck, that this cycle is going round and around and around. You just kind of go through it, but it's been a long period, right? It's been a long period. Cool. Fair enough. But as you're focusing and all of this, right? Listen to your intuition, because that's what's going to help you move through this cycle, right? Not be stuck in a loop of it, so it does come to an end, because it's a 10, and a new cycle can begin, right? And then what happens with this new cycle? What will this new cycle bring? Wow, let me tell you. I've got the broken arrow, so it's going to bring some peace, some peaceful energy. And then you've got the sun, right? And we don't know how long this peaceful energy is going to last. You know, that's the beauty of life, the ups and the downs, the ins and outs, you know. So this period is helpful if you start listening to yourself, and perhaps don't be stuck in a negative loop, because you are your thoughts, are you not? Dark thoughts bring in dark moments. It doesn't mean that you always have to be positive and happy-go-lucky. It's not realistic. That's not what life is all about. However, when you are able to get yourself out of the depressive, anxious thinking, and you start doing things that make you happier, then you'll create more happy moments. You'll be more uplifted. And then, as the ancestors and guardians are saying, are basically to embrace it. Embrace these happy moments, right? And it will bring you peace. Now, moving on, we have the Fool in reverse and the Oracle, which is wait for important information. So it's basically saying don't jump the fucking gun. Don't just jump and go for it impulsively. Hold on a minute and breathe. Okay. Take that second. And then when you receive the right information, you can enact. But just pause. Just take a moment and pause, okay? That's what we got for that. Now, the Seven of Wands in reverse. And then the Earth Guardians, stay rooted and grounded. So what do I have here? So this is telling me that you don't want to have this inner conflict anymore, right? Because it is inner conflict, and that's why you're going around with this, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So they're basically saying, by, you know how I was saying about the taking note of intuitive messages, so actually listening to yourself, your inner being, right? Just feeling it, and not just the negative stuff, just the things that are going to bring you peace, right? The energy of peace. When you tap into that and you give yourself a moment to receive those certain messages instead of acting on impulse, it will help you to remain grounded, okay? It will help you just stay grounded and make certain plans and focus on them, on what you've got to do, okay? And then with the Five of Wands, we've got the Seer, which is see beyond the current situation. So yes, you may be having internally you want to be grounded, but physically in your physical realm, you're ready to fucking fight. You're ready to fight. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, right? You're focused on this, fair enough, but it's saying see beyond that, okay? There's more to you than your pain. There's more to you than your hurt. There's more to you than your childhood or your child trauma. There is more to you than that, okay? It's okay to drop your shield, baby. It's okay, right? But again, to the right ones, whether it's family members or potential lovers. And I do think it is actually for single people. The reason why I think it's for single people is because I believe these people find it hard to commit, right? And that's the reason why. Because of their insecurities around love and relationships. But anyway, unless it's in a family setting. But I did say all. Anyway, yeah. So even though you're in this fighting energy, right, because you believe that it's justified, and it is, in order for you to stay grounded and embrace the energy of peace, it's good for you to look beyond the fight, right? You can't change the past and you can't foresee the future. You know, we don't have control of that. We don't have control out of outside factors, and that's okay, you know? Everyone has autonomy in life. It's just the way it is, right? It's life. But what you can do, right, is try, when you're in the right mindset, to move beyond that, right? And take a moment to have some peace. Because when you're in that peaceful space and you give yourself the breathing room for it, then if someone is offering you something, even if you're not sure on how it makes you look, you can use that money or whatever it is that's being offered, that opportunity. And what's that? It's spring, and spring is a time of new beginnings, especially after death, which is also a time for new beginnings, because nothing really truly dies. It just gets cycled round and round. And then you can see those seeds grow, right? Fuck the way it makes you look, right? Fuck the way it makes you look. Fuck the fact if you're being judged for it, right? Because you're not, I mean, you may be looked at like a beggar or whatever, but if someone's offering you something, you fucking take it, right? You take it and you make it into something else. You use it to benefit you, and then you will reap rewards of it, and it will help you break that cycle. Right. A lot of people may have been too involved, right, in your life. It doesn't even have to just be love life. It could be people that you've loved, right, that were too involved, right? Look what they're going to say. This is the starting session. It says, follow the voice of your soul. Don't listen to people that are on the outside, right? Because what are they going to do other than judge and hurt you, right? And hurt you deeply, which is why you're stuck in this cycle. So what can you do from that? Listen to yourself. Didn't we get it from here? When it says take note of intuitive messages, you've got the Hermit here looking within yourself. And then the Death, start again. It's okay, a new cycle. And then we've got, what was it again? Stay grounded and rooted. See beyond the current situation. Okay? So listen to yourself and how you feel about yourself, right? Show yourself some grace. Show yourself some love. Show you up for yourself and support yourself. Fuck what other people have to say. Don't let their harsh words harm you, right? Stay present and stay grounded within that. Moving on. And I really feel that actually for you. I really do. Because, like, being an intuitive person, I don't just see the pain of others, I really feel it. I feel it physically, as well as psychically. And I guess that's what empathy is, right? My lecturer actually said something, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but it really does ring true. They said something like, hypervigilance is an empathy, and it's right, because it's just anxiety, and anxiety is a symptom, right? It's a symptom that has been caused by others or your environment, and the two go hand in hand. And then it comes out as anxiety, and then you end up being hypervigilant, and you're thinking that, you know, you can protect others, whatever, and that's just a way for you to control your environment, to help control people, by making everything happy and calm and stuff, you know, to keep the peace. But it's not true peace, right? You gotta fuck all the bullshit. Fuck all the bullshit. Okay? And concentrate on yourself and your own inner peace, and it will give you such a good peace of mind, right? Move beyond, please move beyond when you're ready to. You know, it's your time. I can't tell you what to do, but if you can get past this, I'm not saying that your feelings aren't valid, because they completely are. You will then start receiving more things, more positive things, right? You'll be more calm and more present, and not running off fear and anxiety and the need to control. But anyway, I'm moving forward with this reading now. So I've got the Hangman in reverse and the High Priestess in Tend and Create. So don't make yourself out to be a martyr, right? It's not going to work well for you. Okay, you cannot take on the world's problems. They're not for you to take on. Everyone in life has a path, right? And there's not just one person that is responsible for all. It doesn't work like that, you know? Yes, you can be a speaker of truths and stuff like that and create a following. That's fair enough, but it, you know, and yeah, there are some people that are meant to lead others, right? But it doesn't make you responsible. You just speak your truth, and whoever wants to follow can follow, and if they don't, then they don't. Okay? You can't force people to do things that you believe is right, even if they are right. You know, everyone has the right to exist and to live in the way that they choose to, even if it's wrong, even if it's evil, even if it's cruel, right? like by universal law and the laws of karma, what goes around will eventually come back around, and if it's not in this lifetime, then you better believe it will be in the next. But it's not for you to do it for that person or people, right? Do what you have got to do. Okay. Live the life that you intend to live, that you feel in your being is meant for you. Okay. You're not here to fix the world, to fix people, to fix all the problems of those around you. It's not your job to hold them accountable all the time. Do it only when you're sticking up for yourself, right? And for your own sense of autonomy. Other than that, you cannot do it all. It will drive you fucking crazy. Believe it, right? Believe it. So going back, it says intend and create. So I think it goes back to this: make plans and focus. So set the intention, know what kind of direction when you start listening to your intuition, what you want to go towards or into, if it's a new sort of pathway, like career-wise or something, right? A new kind of lifestyle. Visualize it, be in the present with it, you know, and then start making plans to make it happen, right? You've got this, but you don't need to fix the world. It's something that has to be done collectively, you know. Loads of people working together to create something, but when it comes to yourself personally, you know, if you're not in the best mental state or health or mindset to look after yourself in the way that you need, how the fuck are you going to do it for anyone else? Please tell me, because if you know, then tell me, please. Moving on now. I've got Ace of Pentacles and then Lady, enjoy growth and reward. I think that follows on from the Hangman and intend, the High Priest, intend and create. It's basically what I've already said. Once you start setting those intentions, really setting them and making a plan and sticking with it and following through with it, and then, oh look, what's this? Money coming my way, money coming my way. And then if someone's offering you something, you use that thing that has been given to you, regardless of how people see the way that you've got it. Fuck it, it's yours now. Use that as a way to help boost, you know, the flow of income. Okay, now we've got the Devil and Protection Guardian. Drop your shield. You've already heard my lecture on this in the video that's before this one. Okay, if it doesn't feel right, like I've said before, listen to your gut feeling. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the little warning signs that go off in your head and be like, no, fuck off. Remove yourself from my peace, my being. I do not want you here. Vamos. If not, however, you know, and this is just a little insecurity in your head, but you feel genuine trust and love for a person, obviously to a certain extent, because, you know, we're not perfect as humans, right? We're not perfect. So, you know, sometimes people are going to disappoint you. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that they're fucking human. Okay? I'm swearing a lot today. I think it's the lack of sleep. Anyway, carrying on from what I was saying. It's okay to feel your insecurities, but just, you know, slowly get to know someone. Slowly bring those walls down and open up your heart, because don't we all deserve love in life, or to be loved in life by the right fucking people? And as empathetic people, you know, who have learned from our mistakes from just giving it out too freely, it's okay for you to be the one to pick and choose who you give it to. And then if it doesn't work out, or you get an odd feeling or whatever, then you can walk away at any time. Okay? And even if it's a family member or members, okay? If you feel like, no, you're not good for me. And I've done this myself. You're like, you're not good for me. I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't be around this. No. And that's okay too. So, now we've got the 2 of Wands in reverse, and then Shapeshifter, Transform and Reveal Your Gifts. So the reason why I put these 2 together is because I know that there's a lot of anxiety about moving forward, or if you've moved away to another place or whatever. You know, if you're going on a trip or on a holiday, whatever. Or even in just to like moving into a new space, because it can be career-wise or something, you know. If there's any fear around that, then what the Shapeshifter card is basically saying is you are talented in many things. And I understand there's a lot of insecurities right now because, again, of the trauma from childhood. However, baby, you've got the gifts, right? Everyone is gifted with something, right? Everyone just has a niche or a thing that they're just naturally good at, right? As human beings, or even just as a living species. Every living species has its thing. Tap into your thing and reap the rewards from it, okay? Or even just build on that skill, right? If you have something, you know, that you are quite good at, let's just say, let's say crocheting. You know, you pick it up, you're like, oh, I'm quite good at this. Sorry, there's a fly. I'm quite a natural at it. And you make some snazzy designs, and, you know, and you make a really beautiful cardigan or a dress or something. You know, maybe I can sell these as like one-off pieces, and then the money starts coming in. So get to know yourself and what you're good at if you don't already, or even if you're good at multiple things, tap into it and use it for your own benefit. Maybe like you could do something like a podcast or something if you're good at public speaking, or you have a specific interest that you love, you know, and you go into it, because you have people that do like true crime and stuff like that, or it could be anything, you know, and you can make it into your own. And I think that's amazing. So I think that's what this is about, moving into like new spaces. Maybe it's moving in and you're scared, you're feeling insecure, you're not really sure on what to do, but use your talents. Use your talents. Right, so now moving on to the King of Wands and the Lord. Take charge with authority. This is meaning like you be the leader of your life going forward. Whatever it is that you want to do, and it doesn't have to be a specific man or person in your life. No, I'm not getting it from this, right? I just think this is about taking, I want to say control, but control is too strong of a word, because we can't control everything, okay? And that is okay. What I do want to say though is, when you have a certain mindset or goal, right, just, you know, go for it. Lead yourself towards that thing that you want to do. Take those steps and go for it, okay? Because what have you got to lose other than yourself? Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, you might have responsibilities or dependents or whatever it is that you may have. But wouldn't you rather be happy in trying And even if you succeed or you have to try and try again, wouldn't you be happy to take that step rather than to not try at all and maybe wonder about the ifs and the buts and what they have been or what could have been? Wouldn't it be better to just be like, right, going forward, I am going to do this and I'm going to see it through, as hard as it may be, because I believe in myself. I have the confidence in my own abilities that I can achieve this. And even if it's hard and even if I fail, at least I've tried, and I'm still going to keep on trying because it's what I want to give to myself. That's all I'm going to say on that. And then it comes to this. Oh, right. It comes to this. So, Sage, be devoted and committed. And I suppose this is coming from a spiritual aspect, but I've put it with the love, right? So, as I said before, it doesn't matter what kind of hurt you've been, right? When you have that right person, commit to them as long as it's reciprocated, right? And people have problems, but communication is best. And when you really love someone or have the potential to love somebody, then despite all the fears that you have and the shields that you hold up towards those people in your life, maybe just learning to drop it, even if it's slow, and you take it nice and slow and easy, okay? You can then have trust as long as it's extending back to you and giving this way. Giving yourself, just be like, yeah, and then they will give it too. My voice became softer. My voice has become softer. This is soft, this is tender, this is vulnerable, this is sweet. This is real. I don't normally get like it, but I'm really feeling this whole reading. It feels tender. It honestly, oh my gosh, my voice, I can't control it. It honestly feels like a very tender love. And this kind of love is really rare because it's genuine and it's making promises of eternal ties, even if it's in the present form, but it can even extend beyond that. Okay, sorry, my nose is running. But this person is genuine and you are also genuine, and I feel like it's so beautiful when two genuine people are together, because it helps to correct and heal as long as it's not codependent or the hurts of the past, right? What, you know, I'm trying to pick up the Three of Swords. I really love this, and the lovers have been coming up, if not the lovers, and the Two of Cups, time and time and time and time again. So I really feel like this is your time to be loved. I really do. And I love that for you. Anyway, I'm going to end the reading here because I've said everything I've needed to say, and I love ending things on a positive. And the peace that I feel right now after just tapping into this energy here is beautiful. Have a good day. I love you. and happy healing. Mwah.